Welcome back to the channel. Current edition. Today, I'm gonna review the high-grade Gundam Cux or the Gundam Gquuuuuux. Now, before we get into the Gundam Gquuuuuux itself, let's get to the box first. So, this is the box. It's a pretty cool looking box. Okay, the art is very good. Like these designs are literally very complicated for me to process. There's the calling here. I forgot site 17, I guess. Here's the name, the GMS Omega. Wait, Omega, right? The Gquuuuuux or the Gundam Cux. Well, if you noticed in the first episode, I forgot who said that, but like he said to send the Gundam Cux, not the Gundam Gquuuuuux. So it's just a short for Gundam Cux. Here's the price, 370, and it's blue Bandai, and there's the Bandai Namco logo. 8 plus the Gquuuuuux. The high-grade Gundam Gquuuuuux. Here's the bottom here. Some action poses. And all the accessories, which we're going to take a look at later. Here's the other side. Here's the top. Here's the story for Gquuuuuux, like, you know, the story of the anime. Here's the Gundam Gquuuuuux itself. The rear, the front, yes, it's unpainted, so mine's unpainted as well. Right, as you can hear, I haven't like, you know, check out the nut marks, so it's still there. We got the, well, wait, there's total like, wait, forgot how many runs there is in this thing. So let's take a look at that angle here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You gotta be kidding. Okay, nope. Nope. I'm not saying that number again. I'm not saying after 5. Not saying the word 6 and 7. No. Anyways, here's the Gundam Gquuuuuux itself. For details, this thing is excuse me. This thing is pretty good. Look, like I don't really use every sticker. I only use some. This thing is pretty good still though. Like, you know, I mean, like, it's the design of Gundam X Evangelion, so of course it's gonna look weird, but it's kind of good at the same time. Like this, the details on here, the thrusters are still molded and all, and yes sir, everything is pretty good looking. Like, look at the head, 3 colors. Wait, like 2 colors, and it's not even stickers, it's just the color. I don't know really, is there a sticker for that? Oh, dang it, wait. Yeah, there's a sticker for that, but I didn't put it on. Now, before we get to the articulation, let's take a look at the accessories. So now, got a buttload of accessories here. Alright, please. Yeah, there's a big shadow here. Don't really mind it. First of all, let's take a look at the basic accessories for Gundams. Right, first of all, from the first episode, actually, from the third episode, and you know, and all, this is the strongest weapon the thing got, the beam saber, which actually kind of looks like a saber. And here's the beam effect. So yeah, for me, this is actually a pretty cool looking beam saber. First of all, it looks like a saber. You know saber, the sword saber. Look it up. It looks like that. This acts as a blade, and this somehow acts as a handguard. You could like punch and slash with this thing. This is pretty cool stuff. Like, this is a unique looking beam saber to be for real. There's the 2 beam sabers. To put it in hand, you have to take off this. I'm pretty lazy, but but you get the idea. You got the beam rifle. Wait, I forgot the name of the beam rifle. Let me just take a look real quick. Sorry. Okay, no, I don't even know what this is. But yeah, the thing is, I think it's a, let's just call it the Gquuuuuux. The Gquuuuuux, beam rifle, which looked pretty cool. Actually, it's pretty original looking. I don't know, man. This is still pretty cool looking. This the way you put this on the hand. Well, you get the idea what you're supposed to do. Here's the shield. The shield's pretty small. Like compared to the red Gundam I reviewed before, this thing is pretty small. Like, and with hand you just do it that, and like there you go. And yes, these do rotate. This does a ball joint. Then we got the the normal state head. So before Amate, what's again? Name is Machu. Turn on the Omega Psychuma system. The head will fold. The Viven will fold and cover most of the head. And when it activated, well, it opens and well, we get this thing again. Yeah, we get this when the Omega Psychoma was activated. Now we got an unusual thing for a Gundam, a tomahawk. This tomahawk acts, I believe, it's like from a police zaku, or given by the clan Machu sent clan battle force. Well, a little explanation if you guys didn't watch gquuuuuuux. So basically, in gquuuuuuux, there's an underground mobile suit fight called clan battles, and well, you get the idea what they're doing here. But yeah, they usually fight outside the colony. Then we got these two open hands. There's the holding hands here. And if you're wondering what the heck's even this is actually a nose for the core fighter. So you take this off, position this like this probably, and put the thing here. There we go. We got a core fighter or something. I don't really know. Okay, sorry. Not a FOMO. I just didn't. What's it again? I forgot the word. I didn't take attention. I don't take any attention while watching that thing. Alright, anyways, now let's get to articulation. The head goes up very far. Now downwards, it's okay, it's pretty decent. Head rotation, side to side, ball joint, and if you notice, the neck joint also works. But it's not the same way the most ones do. Arm rotation, it's on a peg, by the way. Like, yeah, it's on a peg. It has butterfly joint, bicep rotation, a single jointed elbow, but it has decent range. Hands can rotate. Yeah, it's a ball joint. You get the idea. Sorry. The shoulders can move. Now the body, it can rotate just a little bit because it's blocked by these parts. Up crunch, down crunch, just crunches. It can go side to side pretty well. Legs could go forward almost all the way. Just bring these down and I don't know, standard could go back that far, split a little bit, and rotate. And we got double jointed knees. We got ball joint the foot, and they're pretty rad movements. And yes, for a weird design, this is actually pretty good because the designers are actually the engineers are actually struggling to even make this, but it happened. It does exist as a high grade, so yeah, we should thank them for making this. All right, now let me just put this phone down because it's quite annoying to see these shadows. All right, dang it. All right, now let's do a size comparison. Now, dang it. Now, first it's the Akai Gundam or the Red Gundam, but I like to call it Akai Gundam because It felt less lame somehow, even though it still means red Gundam. Well, this thing is taller because of the beam sabers, but if we took it off, I think it's the same height, probably. Now, the predecessor of the female Gundam main character, the Gundam Ariel, which this girl very tall. Now, with my custom Gym Striker, I haven't gave this thing a name yet. Please help me. With others, now let's grab one of my favorites, but I don't play it at all. The high grade Gundam Double Riser, the designer color version, and some of my more like Gundams, the ground Gundam. Now let's wrap the OG, the RX-78-2. Put this back here. And yes, they're pretty much the same height. Now, to me, this is pretty worth it. New engineering, pretty good design, but like, yeah, it's kind of expensive. If you have enough budget, probably buy this. I kind of recommend it. I really recommend this thing. Okay, not really. Some of you guys don't really like this type of design. You guys like boxier designs. Simpler. I like it too. Honestly, I kind of prefer that over this. But like, sometimes it's a pretty unique one. You don't really have to hate this design because it's not designed by the guy who created the first Gundam. It's like the guy who created the Evangelion, so it has to have a different design. Like, it's totally different from a regular Gundam. If there's someone who doesn't know Gundam, they thought this is a Gundam. But yeah, for me, this is a really cool kit. Recommend it. If you don't like this, yeah, you could take something more somewhat boxier type. You could get the red Gundam, or there's the Gelgoog. I really want the Gelgoog because if you don't know, I'm a big fan of gyms. I like gyms like more than Gundams actually. I like mass produce mobile suits because, like you saw with the Gym Striker custom I made, because it felt like it has more sense because not everyone in the Federation or the Zeons can have a Gundam. They could have Zaku or the Gym or whatever, Yeah, so well, that's about it for review. So yeah, actually I've got no complaints with this one. This is pretty good. Alright, see you next time. Bye bye.